The 5-second rule for dropped food is not scientifically accurate. Contamination can occur almost instantaneously upon contact with a contaminated surface. A penny dropped from the top of a skyscraper would not kill or worsen below. Terminal velocity prevents objects of that size from reaching lethal speeds. Water does not conduct electricity. It's the impurities in water, like minerals or salts, that make it conductive. Organic food is not always pesticide-free. Organic farming allows for the use of certain natural pesticides. Sugar causes hyperactivity in children is a misconception. Fingernails do not continue to grow after death. The appearance of growth is due to dehydration and the retraction of skin. The blood is not blue when it's deoxygenated. It's always red. It just appears blue through the skin due to light scattering. Mount Everest is not the tallest mountain on Earth when measured from base to summit. Mauna Kea, a dormant volcano in Hawaii, is taller when measured from its underwater base. Humans did not evolve from chimpanzees. Instead, humans and chimpanzees share a common ancestor from which both species diverged millions of years ago. The tongue map, which suggests different tastes are detected in specific areas of the tongue, is a misconception. Taste receptors for all flavors are distributed across the entire tongue. Not all Buddhists meditate. While meditation is a common practice in many Buddhist traditions, not all Buddhists engage in meditation regularly. Diamonds do not come from compressed coal. They're formed deep within the Earth's mantle under high pressure and temperature. The full moon does not cause erratic behavior or crime rates to rise. Scientific studies have found no significant correlation. Black holes do not suck everything nearby into them. They have gravitational pull like any other massive object, but objects need to be very close to be pulled in. Atheists do not necessarily believe in nothing. Atheism is simply the absence of belief in deities. An atheist may hold a variety of philosophical or moral beliefs. The term jihad does not exclusively refer to holy war. Jihad is a broader concept in Islam that can mean striving or struggling in various ways, including personal spiritual growth and social justice activism. The Big Bang Theory does not explain the origin of the universe from nothing. It describes the rapid expansion of the universe from a hot, dense state about 13.8 billion years ago. Dogs do not sweat by salivating. They primarily cool themselves through panting and sweating from their paw pads. Lightning does not only occur during thunderstorms. It can also happen during volcanic eruptions, intense forest fires, and even snowstorms. Birds do not abandon their young if touched by humans. Most birds have a poor sense of smell and will not reject their chicks based on human scent alone. Humans have more than 5 senses. In addition to sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell, humans have senses like proprioception, awareness of body position, and equilibrioception, sense of balance. The belief that you can be anything you want to be overlooks systemic barriers and inequalities that can limit opportunities for individuals based on factors like race, gender, and socioeconomic status. Not all Asians are good at math. Stereotypes about abilities based on race are inaccurate and harmful. Vikings did not wear horned helmets. The image of Vikings wearing horned helmets comes from artistic depictions rather than historical evidence. The notion that bilingualism causes confusion or delays in language development is a myth. Research has shown that bilingual individuals often have cognitive advantages and are capable of mastering multiple languages proficiently. The myth that microwaves cook food from the inside out is false. Microwaves heat food by generating electromagnetic waves that penetrate the outer layers and cause water molecules inside the food to vibrate, generating heat throughout. Screensavers were originally designed to prevent screen burn-in on older CRT monitors. Modern monitors, especially LCD and OLED displays, don't suffer from burn-in, so screensavers are mostly aesthetic and don't save energy. The misconception that leaving electronics plugged in when not in use consumes a significant amount of energy is exaggerated. While some devices draw standby power, known as vampire power, the amount is typically minimal compared to active power consumption. Some believe that using a laptop on your lap can cause infertility in men due to heat emitted by the device, but there's limited evidence to support this claim. The refresh button on a web browser doesn't reload the web page from scratch, it simply reloads the content currently displayed on the page. The concept of a midlife crisis is not a universal experience. While some individuals may experience a period of reassessment or change in middle adulthood, not everyone goes through a crisis during this time. Printing more money does not necessarily lead to hyperinflation. Inflation is influenced by various factors, including demand, supply, and monetary policy, and moderate increases in the money supply can support economic growth without causing runaway inflation. The Sahara Desert is not the largest desert in the world by area. Antarctica, which receives little precipitation, is the largest desert by definition, based on the scarcity of water. The concept of up and down is relative in space. In the absence of gravity, there is no universal up or down direction, and orientation is determined by the observer's frame of reference. The Nile River is not the longest river in the world. The Amazon River in South America has a longer overall length when measured from its source to its mouth. The Amazon rainforest, as the lungs of the earth producing most oxygen, is exaggerated. While it contributes, the majority of oxygen comes from oceanic phytoplankton. Sharks do not mistake humans for seals. Attacks on humans are rare and are typically cases of mistaken identity or investigative behavior. Cheetahs are not the fastest animals. While they are the fastest runners, the Brazilian free-tailed bat holds the title for fastest animal in powered flight. Chameleons do not change color to blend in with their surroundings. They change color in response to temperature, light, mood, and communication with other chameleons. Opening windows during a tornado will not prevent your house from exploding. While it was once believed to equalize pressure, current advice recommends seeking shelter in an interior room or basement. The tsunami is not just one giant wave. Tsunamis are often a series of waves that can continue for hours, with the first wave not necessarily being the largest. Cleopatra was not Egyptian. She was of Macedonian Greek descent. She ruled Egypt as the last pharaoh of the Ptolemaic dynasty.